it collides here, then there won't be any room to smush because we want to add shape keys. And so if we do that, then it won't actually intersect, and we want it to do some damage. So I'm going to put that back there, and this one over here, I'm putting it behind the wheels because we don't really want to mess with the wheels too much. You can if you want to make it a little bit more detailed, but for this I think I'll just not worry about that. I'm going to move it down to where it's almost touching the ground, about there. But on top, I'm going to move it down all the way down to there. So if we have something land on it, it'll actually smush in the top there. Then I'm going to add a loop cut with Control R, slide it back there, just kind of bring that up a little bit, but more so I'm going to bring these down, just in case we need to smash that, bring these down. There we go. So it doesn't look a whole lot like the car, but it's close enough, and I think it'll do the job nicely. Lastly, I'm just going to scale it in on the wide just a little bit. Scale it in on the wide. There we go. Just so we have some room to destroy things. So then I'm going to move that by pressing M, move it into the first layer. So in this layer I have all of my dynamic things that I need to run the simulation, and then in this layer I have the car itself. Okay, so instead of moving that back along the runway, I'm just going to move these two things up like that. This one I already have the passive rigid body set up, but I did not do it for the cylinder, so just click rigid body, change that to passive. Okay, and then the car. So the way we're going to do this is, first you have to make sure that everything is about the same as the ground plane. That just makes it nice and easy. So move it towards the green line. It's good enough. Okay, so you don't want things intersecting during the physics. Okay, so this, as you probably guessed, we're going to add a rigid body to that too, but we're going to keep it active because that's the one that's moving around and doing all the colliding. But we do want it to go from here to there and hit the car, or sorry, hit the pole. So I'm going to make this animated. So I'm just going to hit that, and on frame 1 I'm going to choose location down here and press I to set a keyframe. So you see it says adds 3 keyframes for a location. So it contains the information of the location, but not the rotation or scale. So if I need to change that later, I can do so. But it'll just set the location. So then around frame 50, let's go 40. Yeah, there we go. I want the car to be all the way over here. So I'm just going to press I again for the location.